Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero. Welcome back to another Pro 1v1 match. Today we are on Mountain Mayhem, which I know we have seen maybe once or twice over the last couple of weeks. It's a very beautiful map, snowy map, long map, lots of supplies and stuff like that. Up in the north, we have the blue China tank, which is Fargo. All the way down in the south. Apologize for the black lines. Stupid zero-out engine. Down in the south, we have the Demolition for the orange player, which is big SiZe. So yeah, the last game I watched of SiZe and Fargo on this map, I think SiZe had the nuke down in the bottom right, and Fargo had some kind of GLA. I think he might have been demo. So this is obviously a very similar kind of situation. You may remember that game where Fargo was like ultra aggressive, like attack RPGs, running around the base TNTs and all kinds of stuff, and SiZe was looking pretty much done for with his passive kind of style, keeping the CC. But then Fargo just wasn't able to close it out. So that's the last game I remember. You probably remember that one too. We got a truck rush actually from Fargo all the way across the map, runs over a worker. There is a terrorist here from SiZe, so he's on top of the potential truck rush. And he's also got a demo trap down here as well. Technical going to move in. Tech RPG probably, or maybe, yeah, just a technical by itself. What you want to do here is a really good trick, is to keep real close to the truck when it's about to die, and then you get the scrap instantly without it being able to scrap deny. There you go, scrap deny comes in. But the benefit of actually hitting it with the technical and not with the RPGs, that you get the veterancy on the technical, and then it can provide more of an annoyance when you're actually harassing the China or the tank later on. There are two technicals out now, and they're actually, see, they're just going to combat the GAT. We've got two Vet 2 units now as well, and another unit goes down there as well. So far, SiZe just focusing on the tech RPGs. I think just for the stray Gatling tanks, I actually think it's very good, but when actually you come up against flamers, you're going to have a much harder time. As you see in there, a few RPGs have already gone down. But definitely against the GATs, very strong, and actually the China player will then be very scared of these actually getting to a super tech, which you definitely do not want to be up against super techs. Two or three super techs. Fargo, oh, he has let him get a super tech. That's interesting. It's not going to be able to scrap deny that. It's going to be against two super techs. I literally just said it. Said about the possibility, and now he has two super techs. And he can even get another grenade tech. Why isn't he getting another grenade tech? That's just laziness there from SiZe. Because if he gets three super techs, like, that's just got to be GG. That one there isn't even a grenade tech at the moment. Down at the bottom left, we've got a flamer trying to deny the oil cap there, but the flame wall was a little bit off. It otherwise would have been able to stop it, as it stopped that worker. Tech RPG in the back. Oh man, is this just going to be one of them games where Fargo just gets wrecked by a couple of super techs because his scrap deny has not been on point? Yeah, Fargo. I mean, he could potentially trap SiZe here. I think it is worth paying extra attention to all this. As SiZe, instead of expanding a second quicker or trying to get your oil a second quicker, I think it is really worth preserving these, because these can provide such an annoyance. But Fargo's doing a good job at clearing it up, to be fair. And SiZe's units that remain, one super tech and one regular tech, but it is Vet 2. SiZe behind this has got Scorpions with the rocket upgrade. I'm collecting on 4 workers here, but that's kind of good. He's got his oil, and he's expanding over here as well. Fargo behind this, though, is also expanding. He's got himself a third supply. Another war factory going up for Fargo. That'll be his third war factory. And yeah, he's got his oils behind it as well. So whilst Fargo was under that pressure, not just defending against the technicals, he was also worrying about expanding and getting his oil. So I think that's well handled under the pressure, to be honest, from Fargo. I think he could have scrap denied a little bit more and a little bit better, but I think his expansion and overall dealing with those technicals has been actually pretty good so far. I probably would happily take over from Fargo's position here. I don't think it's too bad, although these technicals are still running around causing more problems. He could get another super tech, and now, yeah, he has. Very difficult to scrap deny in the middle of there. Maybe you can use a GAT tower defense, or maybe you can use a bunker, but you definitely can't place like a barracks in there, which is the usual building, because it's the lowest risk, because it's got like $500, apart from a bunker, of course. SiZe needs to think, is that the best place to go now? Because he's potentially going to lose another technical. Oh, he does lose another technical, but he is killing units and he's keeping Fargo busy. And the longer the game goes, you have to favor the demo more. Because obviously you've got the better later game. Scorpions move in. Actually do find a load of tank hunters. So you've got to be thinking now there could be an airfield. I don't know if he's quite revealed that one over there. Fargo's trying to build it, but actually the Doze is a little bit stuck, it seems. Or maybe just kind of hanging out on the mines for now. These Scorpions and the RPGs are causing problems for Fargo. But Fargo will eventually clear it because he's got his own RPGs. Gats coming in from the back. RPGs do go down. Super Tech taking a lot of damage there to the tank hunters there at Fargo. Fargo does have a decent amount of cash, although he's not collecting on his main supply. He's not remade those trucks, but I think it's because SiZe is doing such a good job at the harassment, actually. Nearly losing his Super Tech there. SiZe now moving in with a few quads. Flame wall here from Fargo. There's a few times like where the players are clearly demonstrating multitasking, like 2 or 3 things going on at the same time, whether it be attacks or expansion or oil captures or things like that. That supply has now been cleared out, and SiZe has escaped with his Super Tech. He could go down here. That's the funky thing about this map, is that you have all these kind of different levels of terrain, and that's one of the reasons why I love it. Like, you've got a lower level here, then you've got a ramp, and another level, and there's another level here. And there's like a nice safe third expansion, which is that. Which I've always said, a nice safe third expansion in 0 hour to get yourself on a nice comfortable 3 supplies is always a key recipe for great maps leading to great games. SiZe is now seemingly on the demo upgrade. He could have killed that oil if it had evac'd his bike, because both the bike and the terrorist can explode, but he's here with the RPGs anyway. So yeah, it doesn't make too much of a difference. Fargo's actually made a troop crawler, which is either a misclick or a bit of a bad decision. Why would you make a troop crawler? What is that exactly going to achieve ever really against the GLA? Apart from when there's a Jarman out and you want to recapture like your Emperors or your Battle Masters, something like that. And there is a Jarman out now. Ooh. What's SiZe going to do here? Why is that being revealed? Oh, it must be revealed because of that. Because the reveal area of that troop crawler is actually pretty small. It's something like that or something. Whereas the reveal area of that is probably more like that. Yeah, so it's got to be that one. Fargo now capturing the middle building. So we've got an artillery platform actually captured for both players here. Which does make the map a little bit more campy. And they're actually quite a strong defense. Their weakness is a bit like a fire base. They can't actually shoot close to, but they can shoot actually pretty far and do weaken a China army pretty quick. Here comes the demo bikes though from Big SiZe in combination with a bit of a quad pop here. Still got his Super Tech. But SiZe is losing a lot of quads here. Choosing to make quads and engage at that point in time, perhaps not the best decision, because that army can't really break through that tunnel. Pretty much. Ooh, Demolition ambush comes in. Yeah, he lost a lot of quads there, I feel, a little bit unnecessarily. He does have AP ammo now, and the junk repair as well. He's now pressing forward with his quads. Ooh, Super Tech finally does go down. Those technicals definitely had their money's worth. Down in the bottom left, markets continue to be spammed by Big SiZe. SiZe creeping forward with a sneaky worker on the left. That's another thing to watch out from SiZe. He is obviously good with the sneaky flamers and stuff, but he's also good with the sneaky workers, as I'm sure you've seen. He'll not only creep down the left and then the right with flamers, but also when he's GLA, he'll do it with the workers there as well. Can hear Jarman sniping some stuff. Nice little stinger here. Artillery coming in on top of the oil. Is it going to kill it? Yes. I think it was a little bit damaged in that flame wall before that SiZe did not repair. There is a Helix out and seemingly quite a big army here for Fargo. It does have the chain gun Gats. And Fargo begins a bit of an onslaught. I think it's actually looking pretty good for SiZe. SiZe could do a counter attack, but if he pops a bunch of quads again, against these chain gun gats, I think his quad still might go down, although he does have the junk repair. But yeah, all the aggression and the momentum at the moment is with Fargo. Still a strong line of defense, I suppose, with the palace, even the tunnels. But Flamer could take out that tunnel. Ooh, bit of a quad pop here from SiZe. Does pick off the Helix. Big loss there for Fargo because that is expensive. So I suppose actually if SiZe can just hold the line here, could be as simple as that. It's all about the aggression here for Fargo. Longer the game goes, the more favorable it becomes for SiZe with the additional markets. Big pop there from SiZe, but does he lose a lot of quads? He doesn't. I think the junk repair is helping him out a lot there. And second flame wall begins, but only 2 quads go down in total. One tunnel there does go down. Another pop here from Big SiZe. I feel like Fargo just needs a couple of beefy units. Maybe just like 2 or 3 Battlemasters, or maybe like 1 Emperor that he keeps from being sniped, but maybe keep it backed up by a troop crawl or something like that. Because if you just keep sending 1 by 1 units into these tunnels, then of course they're going to get picked off. He needs to come in with a bit of a beefier attack, I feel. Yeah, Fargo really is trying here. He's trying to break through this line of defense. He's going to get 200 XP from that. It's a Vet 2 Flamer there as well. More Flamers moving in. That tunnel's going to go down, as well as that bunker as well. And SiZe is now on scud launchers. It's all about hold the line. It's still about hold the line. Gats are actually running deep into the defense now, and those Gats are on a limited time span. Take out the scud launcher, but ultimately these are all going to get cleared up. And Fargo isn't hunted, but he's playing kind of like a hunted person would. Just streaming units across the map. He really is trying to crack the defense here, but it's all about the hold here from SiZe. Can SiZe continue to hold? I think the favor is with SiZe, because all he does have to do is hold, whereas Fargo needs to kill him soon. Because the cash bounty, the Demolition ambush, yeah, Demolition ambush actually is going to be off cooldown soon, you would imagine. And that's going to wreck a big chunk of this attack. Scud launcher comes in. Yeah, I feel like all the momentum from that attack now has gone, actually. With the scud launcher being a really big thorn in Fargo's side. Fargo just continues to stream units across the map. He's not transitioning into anything. Fargo flame wall there. And these squads can just pick and choose which tunnel they fight from, and any stray units that are just grouped in bunches of 1 or 2. Another Fargo flame wall. Almost kills another Gat. Does disable 1 quad. Is he going to get it? He does. But there is a scud launcher with a massive end. It's got some scrap on it. And I think SiZe just knows he just needs to hold. He knows this is everything Fargo has got. Fargo continues the aggression, and that Demolition ambush. You know that was a rage quit. Oh, I did wonder when that was going to come, but that was a prime location. It took out like, what, 7 units there in one go just from a click. So yeah, Fargo, he was just spamming like tier 1 units. Yeah, he had the occasional ECM here and there, but there was no beefy attack. There was no Battlemasters, no Emperors. He lost his Helix too easy. There was no Napalm MiGs, anything like that. I feel like he should have gone in maybe with that tier 1 attack, or maybe he should have just changed up his strategy altogether, because them chain gun Gats, they had 1 good engagement, but otherwise as soon as they get near a tunnel, there's not a lot they can do, because they don't do very much damage against buildings. They take ages to kill buildings. So yeah, it was all about an attack versus a defense, and SiZe just needed to hold out. Defender's advantage, all you have to do is hold, and eventually he got the win. But it was quite a nice game, 15 minutes. So yeah, GG, well played. Let me know what you thought in the comments, and see you in the next one.